So we cancel it. Remaining is 5 5 are 25. 25x minus 45 is equal 63. Okay. Now we don't need 45 here. So we'll be removing by its inverse, which is plus 45 plus 45. So it gives us as 108. Okay, is equal to cancel here. So 25x. Now we don't need 25. So what do we do? Divide by 25, divide by 25. Cancel. So s is equal 108 divided by 25. It cannot be simplified further. So we'll be dividing. So 25 divided by 108 is how much? 4 is 100. Remaining is 8. So we say that this 4 whole 8 by 25. So this is the value of x. So this is how we solve the linear equation. Clear? Now come to the next one, which is word problem. Now look for the word problem. In the word problem it says father's age is 4 times the son's age. But they are not describing about son's age. Son's age we don't know. So we are assuming that this age is x. So it says that let son's age is equal to x. So then father's age is 4 times. So father's age is 4x. And then says the sum of their ages is 40. Means father's age plus son's age is equal to 40. Father's age is 4x. Son's age is x is equal to 40. So it means these both of the variables. So that 5x is equal to 40. And because this is a number taking a variable, we will divide it by 5. So do the same on the other side. It cancels, so it gives that 5 8 is 40, so x is equal 8. So what is this x? X was son's age. So we now know that son's age is equal 8 and father's age was 4 times x. Means 4 times 8, which is 32. This is the word problem which we convert. So the important point is that whenever we don't know about anything, any number, any information, we will be assuming this as x, and then the relevant information will be fulfilled, and then the next statement gives us to form equation. Clear? Now come to the next one, question number 4. In question number 4 we see that calculate the surface area of a cube whose volume is 729. Now, it says surface area we have to calculate, but before that, volume is 729. So it means we know about the volume. We know that volume is equal to 729, and we have to find the surface area. Surface area of a cube is 6 times length square, but we don't know about length. So we'll be connecting the information from the volume, because volume is given to us. So what we do? We say that volume is equal length cube. But the value of volume is given 729 is equal to length cube. But we need length, because after that we will be finding length square. So length cube will be removed by cube root. Cube will be removed by cube root. But whenever we are putting cube root here, so we'll be putting cube root on the other side on 729. So here cube and cube root cancels, and we get it as length. Now we'll simplify this and finding the cube root of 729. How we'll do it? The finding the cube root. So we'll be converting this into the sum of cubes. Some cubes. So we'll see that by factorizing 729, how we get 729? We see that it's simplified with the table of 3. 3 2s are 6, 1 remaining, 3 4s are 12, 3 3s are 9. Still divisible by 3, so 3 8s are 24, 3 1s are 3. Still divisible by 3, this is 3. And 3 2s are 6, 12 remaining, 3 7s are 21. Still divisible by 3, 3 9s are 27, 3 3s are 9, and 3 1s are 3. So it means 729 could be written as in the form of 3 3 3 3 3 3 is equal to length. Now we see that these three pair could make it into the form of 3 cube. And the other three could make it a form of 3 cube. And we know that cube cancels cube root. Cancels cube root. And cube cancels cube root. So they come out of the cube root. So this is 3 times 3 out from the cube. And this is length, which is equal to 9. Now we have a length. So now we can find the surface area. Surface area is 6 length square, means 6 into 6 square. What is 6 square? 6 square means 6 times 6?
36.
Or 36 times 6 is equal 216. This is the surface area. So first of all, from the volume we will be finding the length, and from the length we will be applying the surface area formula. We will find the surface area of the cube. So this is about a cube, which is a special case in which all the length, width and height are the same. Okay? Now the next question. Next question is about draw the graph. The question is y is equal to 3x minus 2, and they are saying that completing the table to draw the graph. So first of all we will be writing the equation, which is y is equal to 3x minus 2. Now we are putting the values, which is first value is minus 2. So we say that okay, x is equal to minus 2. Then what happens? So it's y will be of 3 times of in place of x we will be putting bracket, and this bracket we will be putting its value, which is minus 2, and minus 2 is there. So plus minus minus 3 2s are 6, because bracket means multiply, and minus 2 is already there. So it is of same sign, so we'll be adding, so 8 and keep the bigger number sign minus 8. So it means in place of minus 2 we'll get minus 8. Now come to the second value, which is x is equal to 0. So we say that okay, y is equal to 3 times of x, in place of x we will be putting 0 minus 2. So 3 times 0 is 0 minus 2, it means only minus 2 is the answer. So for 0 there is minus 2. Now come to the next equation, what x next value is 2. So say that x is equal to 2. So what happens? Y is equal to 3 times of x value, which is of 2 and minus 2. So 3 2s are 6 and minus 2, which is equal 4. So now this is 4. Now we have all the values, and now we will be putting these values in the graph. How will we be putting in the graph? Now let's see the graph. If the graph is here, I am drawing this rough graph, and then we'll be looking at what happens here. Now there is 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now we have graph. Now first component is minus 2, minus 8. This is the value of x, this is the value of y. So we say that minus 2 and minus 8, because y's value comes later. So where is minus 2? Minus 2 is here, and minus 8. Minus 8 must come in the y-axis, which is minus 8, minus 7, minus 8. So where these two joins? These two joins here. This is the first point. Okay. Now what's the second point? 0 minus 2. The 0 and minus 2. X is 0, okay, but y is minus 2, so this is now. So this is now 0 minus 2, this is 0 minus 2, because this point we know that this is 0 0, so this is the second point. We have now 2 points. Now third point is 2 comma 4, so 2 and 4. So where x is 2 here, x is 4 here, so we'll be joining the dot line. So you see that this is a point. Now joining these points by scale, so we find that this is our line. This is the equation of line we can draw with the help of these points, and these points we got from this information. Clear now? This is the question number 5. Now, next one is draw a line AB 7 cm, construct its perpendicular bisector. So let's see now. Now, it says that we have draw a line of 7 centimeter. It says, okay, we are using scale to draw a line of AB is equal 7 centimeter. Now using compass, what we do, we'll draw arc, keep it at the center, one center, and then we'll be drawing an arc which will be crossed, but it must be kept more than half, and then draw an arc. We are drawing an arc here. Okay, from one point, keeping the same radius, we are putting the needle on the other side, other edge, and then drawing an arc. So we are drawing an arc here, and this arc is touching the another point here, cutting the previous arc at some point. So this is a point 1, this is a point 2. Using the scale, we are going to join it. We are joining this one by using scale, and this is your perpendicular bisector, which is we are seeing about it. Okay. So now next one is draw angle of PQR 68 degree. So using a protector, first of all, using protector, we'll be drawing an angle of 68 degree. Okay, we are drawing an angle. This is P and this is Q. And let's suppose I am using compass. I am drawing an angle of 68 degree. Okay. Now, and this is R. This is R. Okay. Now, what we do here? How will we using compass? We'll be using the same compass, but we will not be putting this on the edge. Rather than we'll be putting on the center. This is center. From the center, we'll be drawing an arc, which is touching both the lines here. You can see here. It's touching both the lines. Now, when it is touching the line from here, we'll be making another arc here. And from there, on the other side, other arm, this is touching the arm. So from here, we are making another arc, which is touching the previous arc. So this arc is intersecting at point, and we are joining this with the center from where we started. And this is your angle bisector. So how do we make angle bisector using compass? Okay. Now come to the next question. It says that write the probability of the following. Write the probability of the following. Picking a red ball from a bag that contains 5 blue, 3 green, and 4 red balls. So, how many balls are there? 5, 3, and 4, which is equal to 12. Out of 12 means total balls are 12. So, say that the probability will be found by the total. Is the total, and here is the red balls, number of red balls. How many red balls are there? 4 out of total, which is 12. So if you want to write, this is your answer. If you want to simplify, you may simplify 4 with 4, 4 3 is 12, 1 by 3. This is your answer, or this is your answer. Both the answers are right. Now come to the next question. It says, obtaining 3.5 by throwing a dice. We know that in the dice there is 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 or 6. There is no 3.5. So it means the probability is 0 out of 6. 0 out of 6. This is not 0. This is the probability of 0 out of 6. This is the second answer. Okay. Now the third one says, picking a ball from the bag that contains 5 red blue balls, 3 green balls, and 4 red balls. So the total is 5 plus 3 plus 4, which is equal to 12. Out of 12, we are picking a ball. Because all of them are balls, so any ball will be picking, that will be the ball. So that means 12 will be all 12 are balls. So this is the certain event, which means if you want to simplify it, it becomes 1 by 1 or 1. So this is the answer of the third one, in which all the possible solutions are 100% sure. Now come to the question number 8. Question number 8 says, calculate the mean, mode, median, and range from the following. Now, for mean, what we do? 7 plus 8 plus 6 plus 5 plus 9 plus 4 plus 8 plus 7 plus 8 plus 2 and whole divided by number of data. How much is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So divide by 10. So let's check it out. 7 plus 8, 15, 15, 21, 26, and 35, 39, and 40, 47, and 54, 54 and 64. 64. So 64 divided by 10, which is equal to 6.5. Because we know that there's 1 0, so decimal goes one step back. So 6.4. Sorry. 6.4. Okay. So this is about the mean. This is your mean. Now come to the mode. Mode is the most repeated data. Which data is most repeated? You can see that 8 is repeating most of the time. So say that mode is 8. About median. Median is the most middle number, but for median we must arrange them in an order. So first of all we are making in order. So first smallest number is 2, then 4, then 5, and then 6, okay, then 7 2 times, okay, 7, 7, and then 8, 8 and 8 3 times, 8, 8 and 8, and then 9. Okay, now we'll be crossing first and last, again first and last, again first and last, again first and last. So the two numbers are remaining, so we'll say that these two numbers are the median, but how will we find it? We'll say that the sum of these two, median will be the sum of 10 plus 7 divided by 2, the average of these two, which is 14 over 2, obviously we'll get the same number, which is 7. Okay? Now, about the range. Range is maximum minus minimum. If only one number, then that's the median. If there are two numbers comes, so then we'll be taking average. Otherwise, if one number is there, so that will be the median. Okay? Now, range is maximum minus minimum. What is the maximum number? 9. What is the minimum number? 2, which is equal to 7. So 7 is the range. Clear now? Clear till here? Now come to the next one. Next question says, draw a pie chart. Pie chart on the data. Now look for this pie chart which has 8, 6 and 4. So we say that, okay, the total of 8 plus 6 plus 4 is total data is 18. Okay. So now we say that the angle of cricket is equal 8 divided by the total, which is 18, multiplied by 360, because there are 360 degree in an angle, complete circle, complete pie chart. So you can see that 18 ones are 82s are 36 and zeros. So it means this is 8 2s are 160. So cricket is of 160 degree, and then football is equal 6 out of 18 multiplied by 360. So 18 2s are 360, 36 and 0 cancel. So 6 2s are 120. And similarly on the other side there is basketball. So basketball is equal 4 out of 18 multiplied by 360. So 18 ones are 18 2s are and 0 cancel. So 4 2s are 80 degree. So now we have all the angles. What we do? We'll be making fills out, let me go. Okay, from here we'll be making baseline. From here we'll be making drawing. Using a protractor we'll be measuring 160 degrees. So let's suppose I'm drawing 160 degree here. But you have to use protractor to draw it. Then it comes of 120 degree, we are using 120 degree. This is of 120 degree. And then remaining is 80 degree. We'll be reminding that this is about cricket, and this is about football, and this is about basketball. Okay? So this is how a pie chart is drawn on the basis of this data, and how we calculate this we have done. Clear? Now next question. Next question says for A is equal to 3, B is equal to minus 4, C is equal to minus 2. Calculate. So it says that 3a square, because we have the values of each number, so we're putting their values by putting bracket square minus 4 times the bracket and bracket, b's value bracket, then c value bracket, divided by 7 and then bracket. Now we are putting the values. A's value is 2, so 3 square. Then A is 3 and B is minus 4 and C is minus 2. And then the C's value is minus 2. Now we are solving the square terms first. So 3 3's are 9 and then we'll be solving the bracket. But before that, minus 4 times. Now we see that 3 and minus 4 and minus 2. Now we'll be solving this one and 7 times minus 2. Now we are solving 3 times 9 is 27 and then minus minus plus and plus minus and 4 3's are 12, 12 4's are 48 and 48 2's are 96 over minus 14. So now we are subtracting. Yes, plus minus is minus. Yeah. We multiplied all these numbers. It means these are the multiplications. Because bracket. Yes, there was a square. Because of the square, this is converted into 9. So there is no square now. Because this square converted this 3 into 9 and then 9 multiplied by 3 which is 27. Clear? Now we are solving this. Because different signs will be subtracting. 96 minus 27. 96 minus 27 is we can carry here, it becomes 8 and this 9 and 69. So there's 69 over minus 14. You can see that this is minus and bigger number sign which is minus, so minus is plus. So we say that 69 over 14. Now this cannot be simplified further, but we can divide it right into big fractions because this is improper. So how we do it? 14 divided by 69 and 14 times what is 69? 14 5's are how much? 5 4's are 20 and out of the 5 6 7 it is a less number we need to have. 14 4's are 4 was a 16 and 4 was a 4 and 5 56, so 4's are 56 which is giving us 13. So it means we can write it as 4 whole 13 by 14. This is your answer. Okay? So we are just putting the values and multiplying and convert this improper into mixed fraction. That was the answer. Yes. It is no number, then this one. Yes. This might be possible. Very possible. If there is no number outside, that will be 1. Now, the next question is simplify. Simplify is very easy, which is 3 times of 4x minus 7, bracket minus 4 and 3 minus 2x and plus 3x. So we see that this is multiplied 2 times because there is a bracket, there have 2 terms, so we multiply 2 times. 3 4's are 12x and then 3 multiplied by minus 7, so plus minus is minus, 3 times are 21 and now minus 7 multiplied first. Minus plus minus 3 4's are 12 and then minus 1 multiplied the next one minus minus plus and 4 to the 8x and plus 3x remain the same. Now we see the like terms, variable terms first. So 12x plus 8x plus 3x, these are all our x terms. We put together and then with the arranging numbers minus 12 minus 12. So these are the same number we added. 23x. Minus 21. Which one?
सर मुझे लेने आ गया. सर मुझे लेने आ गया बार.
21. Sorry. 21. Now minus 21 minus 12. Same number, so we'll be writing. Adding these numbers, so this is 33.
सर मुझे
So
लेने
this
आ
is
गया.
23x minus 33 is your answer.
सर मुझे लेने आ गया.
Okay, you go. So this is how you can simplify. And now, second last question, which is finding the height of a parallelogram. Now, if it's saying about parallelogram, its area is given to us, so it means we may apply the area formula. Because there's no other formula except area, so we know that area is equal to base into height. But area's value is given, which is 124, and the base value is given, which is 15. And time height is not given, so we are considering height as x. So now we see that this is multiplied. It will go as divide to find out the h value. we do the same, divide on the other side. It cancels here. So h is equal 124 divided by 15. So you can see that this will be simplified. No multiplication, but we can write it in mixed fraction. So how is divide? 15 and 124, and how much is that? 15 8s are 120 and then 4. So it means we can write it as 8 whole 4 by 15. This is the height of this one. Okay? Now for the next question it says calculate the perimeter of a square. Now the term square itself is a hand. Square itself is a hand because we know that square is a side which has all sides equal. So its area is, we know that area of square is length square. So its value is already given, which is area is 144. Okay, so we take square root, so say that area is equal length square. So we say that 144 is equal to length square. So to remove length square, square will be removed by taking square root. And to do that, we'll do the same on the other side to make it balance. So square cancels square root, so we get length. And 144, square root of 144 is, if you don't know, but take out the square root. 144, 2s are, so 2 6 are 12, 2 remaining, 2 8s are 2, so 2 7s are 14 and 2 2s are 4, and then 2 3s are 6 and 2 6 are 12, then 2 18s are, 2 9s are, 3 3s are, and 3 1s are. So it means we can write it as square root of 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. So because it's square, so we can make a pair of 2. So 2 times 2 is 2 square. Again 2 times 2 is 2 square. Again 3 times 3 is 3 square, which is in the square root, and this is length. Square is a square root. Square cancels square root and square cancels square root. So they are out from the square root, and they gives us the value of length, which is 2 times 2 is 4. 4 3s are 12 is the length. So this is the length of that one, but this is not the end. It says find the perimeter. What is the perimeter? The sum of all sides. So this is 12, 12, 12, and 12. So we can write it as perimeter is 4 times 12, which is 14. So this is just area is this is 144. Question was 144. Okay, so this is now. Now we have found this coordinates. How we can find it? Clear now? Now the last question is about time. Now it says question is very tricky. It says that the water time is 9:15, 09:15, and the arrival time is 07:05. But the next day, you know about next day? Next day means the after 24 hours. So we'll be adding 3600 into it, 2400 into it, because one day is equal to 24 hours. So 24 plus 7 is how much? 3105. And now we will subtract the 09. Okay? So now we are going to subtract, but 05 minus 15 is not possible. We will carry 1 from here. It becomes 0 and becomes 1, but it's wrong. Because whenever we are taking 1 hour, so in minute side it becomes 60. You know that? Because 1 hour is equal to how many minutes? 60 minutes. So it becomes then 30 and 65 and 0915 will be subtracted now. So now we are going to subtract 0 and 5 minus 1 is 5, 6 minus 1 is 5, and now we can carry here. Hours to hours there is no harm, but hours to minutes we will be carrying, so it will be changing the number. Now 10 minus 9 is 1 and 2 minus 0 is 2. So 21, 50, it means 21 hours and 50 minutes is the journey time. This is all about your quiz paper. Okay?